Waking up to a kitchen that looks like this on a Monday morning to many can seem like a failure. Items tossed everywhere, dishes in the sink, groceries still needing to be put away. Per many social media influencers can make it seem like you don't have your life together. But I would beg to differ. I would encourage you to consider that possibly a better choice was made. A choice to serve my family, a choice to be present, a choice to make memories with the people that I love, a choice to place them above my to-do list and to let them know that they matter more. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Ashley, and this is Homemaker in the Making, where I document my journey leaving corporate America and coming home to be a stay-at-home mother to my 1-year-old son and helper to my husband. I thought I'd bring you along for this Monday as I reset my home from a busy and very fun weekend with my family. If I'm totally honest, something that I've definitely found as a challenge from leaving corporate America and coming home is that there's no cut and dry to an end workday. There's no 8 to 5, there's no clocking out, and your day's work being done. There's also no step-by-step to-do list, as far as one that you work through during the course of a workday, and once you complete it, your day's work is done. It's very often interrupted by a more important task, such as being present with your son who needs you, or being a helper to your husband who at a time needs you as well. I have to humbly admit that I am a type A person who actually thrives on a checklist, and this has been a little bit of a difficult challenge for me. In a society where it's praised that the more that you get done in a day, the better of a person that you are, it can really take a toll on you if you don't take a step back and look biblically at what we're called to do as women that are to steward our household. In fact, I find it very interesting that our God-given role as women that steward our households is actually a much higher calling than what society has reduced it to. The cultural idea of a housewife today, and even really the checklist at which we do to keep one's house clean, was set in the 1950s in our post-war America, when the perfect housewife was created. To reach this domestic perfection, one would need to wear an apron, have a spotless house at all times, and dinner on the table by 5 p.m. Though I do value a tidy home and a timely dinner, I would challenge you to consider that that's actually not the highest calling that we have as stay-at-home mothers. In Titus 2, Paul is calling us to be women who love their husbands and their children, to live wisely, to be pure, to work in our homes, and to do good, as well as be submissive to our husbands. Yes, in this list, housework is included in that. However, that's verse 5. And prior to that, in verse 4, it calls us to love our husbands and our children. Honestly, I feel like not just for myself, but others as well, it can be very difficult for us to keep our priorities in correct alignment. In a society where our output determines our worth, instead of looking to a God who determines our worth, we can very easily feel like we are less than with the less output that we're able to produce in our home. But I would argue that a mother's worth is not only in the dishes that are washed each day and the laundry that is folded and put away, or if you're like me, shoved into a drawer without being folded or hung up. You could begin each day with a list of measurable tasks that you intend to accomplish. Laundry, dishes, grocery, trash, clean the bathroom, dust the living room. However, your little one might be in the middle of teething, and his day may be consumed with needing to be held by mom. You might be going through a season like we just completed where your little one is learning to walk and take their first steps, resulting in the biggest part of your day being right there to keep them safe, steadying them with each step that they take. They may just be wanting to play with you and be silly. They may want to show you the new skill that they just learned, like crawling out of bed for the first time themselves. And then there's the inevitable cold that will come along, or the small injury that will result in needing a little extra love from mom. Not to mention the mental load that it takes on you seeing your little one down, and the way that it pulls on your heart. Scripture also tells us to love our husband. And there's going to be days when they come home and they've had a tough day. The world has beaten them up mentally and emotionally. The weight of providing for a family in this economy and in this world can be all but overbearing. Not to mention trying to lead a family in today's society. Maybe your spouse is like mine and he has not only one but 3 jobs that he's juggling to provide for a family. Being sure to take even small amounts of time for a hug, a kiss, to spend a few moments talking, to re-engage with each other, to keep the intimacy alive is super important, not only for your marriage, but for your children. Our children learn how to treat others as well as their future spouse by watching what we do. Are we placing our to-do list above them or above our spouse? Are we becoming overwhelmed and triggered with the small little things around the house that are undone? Or are we remaining calm and present in the moment, loving, laughing, and making memories? Again, I definitely don't have all of this figured out. It's a daily battle for myself as well, a constant reminder of the things that are important. When my son is grown and he's reminiscing on moments from his childhood, I want him to be able to remember that God, his Father, and he was far more important than my to-do list. If you really stop to think about it, when your children are grown and they've left the home, the task list that you had every single day being complete is not what's going to be important to you. It's going to be what you instilled in your children. It's going to be the memories that you made, the love that you shared, and the values that you imparted to them. No checklist could outdo that. So I'd encourage you to embrace the moments, take a deep breath, and give yourself some grace. We may not get everything done on our to-do list today, but Lord willing, there's always tomorrow. And an extra note to yourself. Remember to take in the small little details in each day. The small little things that you may take for granted, the cute little things that your children and your husband are doing at the moment. Right now, my son loves moving our ottoman around our house, pushing it, and you never really know where it's going to end up. Today, it was in my kitchen, and I had to put it back in the living room. These little things make me smile. I encourage you to embrace each day and each moment. If your little one wakes early from a nap, remember, that you coming into their room and meeting them with their smiling little face, you are their world right now. You're their comfort. My little one's up, so I'm going to go be with him. I pray that you have a great day, and that if you've not been told yet, you do have value. And I'm really glad that you're here, friend. I'll see you next time.